And just come to your mat. And let's come to our practice today with a beginner's mind, as if we've never been here before. Let's come to the sensation of the back of our head on the earth. And let's let our head get heavier. Left hand resting near our chest, right hand on the abdomen. As we let our shoulders get heavier, sinking, just letting things be just as they are, as we really notice the Pada Bandha now, our feet on the earth. Let's lift our toes and wiggle them around. And then spread your toes nice and wide and relax them back down to the mat. And notice your pelvis on the earth, your shoulders, your elbows, the back of your head. And let's give ourselves the gift of this present moment. Connected to the earth, feeling supported, feeling grounded, knowing that we find acceptance from this place of stillness, accepting all that is and all that will be, and truly being present. Beginning to notice our breath now, aware of the sensation of breath moving into the body, noticing the temperature, the texture of our exhalation as it moves back out. Just letting everything soften. Relaxing our face now. Letting all the tension, all the stress that we wear on our face, just let it go. Our scalp relaxing. Let's gently bring our right ear over towards the earth. Just pause here. Head getting heavy, shoulders heavy. And then let's very slowly roll our head to the other direction. Again, our head heavy and our shoulders heavy. And then let's realign our neck with our spine and begin our pranayama practice. Let's begin to control our breath, controlling energy. And let's take a slow, smooth breath out through our mouth as we sigh. Letting go. Being here, being still. As we begin the next inhalation, and we feel the breath, we feel our body expanding. Connect to the body as we open up. Exhaling again, let's hum it out, audibly out through the mouth. And soften. And again, a slow, smooth breath. Appreciating the expansion we find in our lungs, expanding the belly. And this time as we exhale, let's gently lift the pelvic floor muscles up to Mula Bandha. Let's draw the navel firmly in up the Uddiyana Bandha and squeeze our breath out, giving our diaphragm a hand. And then let's relax it all. Just pause. And again, a slow, smooth breath. Feeling, letting go of thinking through our practice today, just experiencing each breath, each movement as something new. Exhaling, root and navel, slowly engage. And now let's extend our arms out to the side, and we can bring our right ear back over towards the earth. As we take this next slow, full breath, let's press our shoulder blades down. Let's even activate pressing into the fingernails. Arms completely engaged, heart opening. Exhale, soften and relax arms and shoulders. Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, assisting our diaphragm as we let go. Coming back to neutral, let's stay here for another breath. Shoulders pressing down, engaging, pressing our fingernails into the earth. Watching as our heart lifts. As we exhale, we'll relax our arms and shoulders and slowly, very slowly, bring our left ear over towards the earth. Letting our belly come back to neutral. Again, we take a slow in-breath. Shoulders to pressing. Fingernails pressing down, arms engaged, chest opens. Exhaling, we release as we engage from the root and navel locks. Let's do that one more time. Big in-breath, expanding, activating all the way to the tips of our fingers. And now as you exhale, let's gently turn our gaze back up and bring our arms into alignment alongside the hips. Palms turned in, pinky fingers down. And let's inhale and extend our left leg out, pointing the toes, and reach our right arm overhead, trying to bring our thumb towards the earth. As we exhale, let's bend our knee, bring the foot back in, and float our right arm back to our side. On the next in-breath, we'll slowly extend through the right leg, letting it rest on the earth, reaching through the left fingertips. Exhaling, arm floats back, and we bring our foot back in. Now let's do that 2 more times, beginning to stretch and open up through the lower back, through the sacrum. Exhaling, foot comes back, arm floats in. And again, inhaling, reaching and opening. Experiencing each motion coming to our edge, and let's come back to neutral. This time let's draw the right leg in and reach behind it if we can. Keep the pelvis nice and heavy and really draw the leg in towards your chest. We'll slide the left leg out, now extending, dorsiflexion, toes up towards the ceiling. Touch the floor and then inhale, lift your leg about 1 inch up. Let's take a big breath here. And as we exhale, we can bring our foot back down or draw the left knee in and bring our hands behind it now, hugging our leg in nice and tight. And we'll extend and lengthen out through our right leg now. Dorsiflexion will touch the earth and then lift about 1 inch or lift higher if your lower back needs it. Inhaling, let's find both knees in. Exhaling, we'll hold on behind our right leg and lengthen through the left heel. And inhale, both knees in. Exhaling as we draw the left leg in, extending through our right heel now. And then let's bring both legs in and relax our feet, hands resting gently on our knees. Let's keep our big toes together and begin our egg beaters as we inhale, gently pressing our knees away from us. We feel our pelvis tilt, our lower back lifts. Let's circle the knees out away from each other, keeping our toes together. And exhale, draw the knees towards each other and in towards our chest, moving back onto our lower and middle back. Inhaling, we gently press away, not moving into pain. We circle the knees around and exhale. Let your hands guide your legs. Take it easy. Move with your breath. Move in a way that feels right today. And we'll pause on this out breath and slide our hands around the shins perhaps. Flexion in our ankles, and maybe we'll even want to lift our chest up towards our legs. Trying not to reach the chin to chest. Let's slowly roll our spine back down and place our hands back on our knees. Let's do those egg beaters in the other direction. So we'll just hold here in neutral for an inhalation. And as we exhale, we'll draw the knees towards our chest, keeping them together. We'll open our knees out away from each other. Here, our big toes still together. And circle the knees as we bring them back, feeling that arch in the lower back. Exhale. As we come into that in-breath, let's just try to maintain our neutral arch in the low back, not over-accentuating. Exhale. Here's where we want the accent as we massage through our lower back and our hips. Let's go around one more time. And then let's place our feet back on the earth, keeping our knees bent. We'll take our feet to the outer edges of our mat now. Let's extend our arms out to a T. And as we look over from side to side, make sure your elbows are below your shoulders. Shoulder blades are pressing into the earth. Wrists below your elbows. And let's open up our groin here. Just let your knees move away from each other for a moment. We're very tight, so just hold on here. Try to relax into it as we take an inhalation. Exhaling, let's slowly float both knees over to the right and take our gaze over to the left. Let's find our breath here. Let's find a nice full breath. Noticing perhaps where the breath isn't flowing so smoothly. Be gentle as we exhale and engage root and navel lock. From here, let's bring our knees back up and turn our gaze back to the sky. Let's let our knees move in an external rotation here just for a moment. Inhale. Exhaling now, both knees shift to the left. Keep your feet on the outer edges of your mat. And let's take our gaze to the right. And then relax your legs. Try to let go of that tension in your right leg. Take some nice, smooth breath here. And as we exhale, navel in, let's slowly come back to the top. And begin to slowly move your knees from side to side. We'll move on the in-breath now. And as we exhale, we'll come back to the top. If this feels right, we'll move 2 more times, or actually 1 more set. Moving slowly to the right, gazing left, and then moving slowly back to the left. And we'll take our gaze right. And then let's come back to the center and walk our feet back into alignment with our hips. And gently roll onto our right side. And let's push our hands into the earth and come up to an easy seat. Remember, we can always elevate our hips. If there's any tension in our legs, in our back, just sit on your blog, your books, your eggs, whatever you have, and elevate your hips. And then let's rock and release fleshiness from our sitting bones. So we can find that nice, sturdy, stable foundation. And from here we'll lengthen up as if that beautiful silk string is lifting you up from your crown. Let's pull our shoulder blades together and slide them down on our back and place our hands on our knees, palms turned up. And we can close our eyes and bring your awareness to the sensation you find in your hands now. And let's just think of them as empty bowls. Again, coming to our practice with no expectation, moving in a way that feels perfect for you today. Listening, feeling, and breathing, trying to stay right here with every breath. Let's bring our hands to Anjali Mudra now, thumbs to the sternum, and really press with a lot of power into your hands as we inhale. Open the collarbones, feel your pectorals working. Exhaling, pelvic floor and navel lift. Let's turn our chest to the right and then our head. Let's sit a little taller, more energy into the palms. Slide your shoulder blades together and down. We're going to keep our hands just like this today as we perhaps find a little bit more of a twist. Let's make sure we're lifting up from our crown. Lots of power here in the hands. Breathe and feel. As we exhale, navel in, let's come back to the center, but don't let go of that energy in the hands. Inhaling, sitting nice and tall. Fill and expand. Exhaling, root and navel. Draw energy up. Turn your chest left, and then let's turn our head. And again, hold that nice, energetic plant of your hands together. Exhaling, maybe we can twist a little bit deeper. Hold here for another big breath. And as you exhale, let's release and come back to the center. My space heater makes my throat dry. Let's sit tall. It beats being cold down. So again, find the easy seat that works for your body today. Allow your legs to be in any position. Maybe one needs to be out today, maybe both. Maybe we're sitting on a chair, it's all good. Now let's inhale and really feel your whole body expanding. Exhaling, we'll lift gently in the root, the navel, and we'll bring our right shoulder forward now up to our ear and slide it back and down. And again, forward and up. And let's take it back and down. We might place our hand on our shoulder now. Now, as we do this, let's be cautious that we don't let our shoulder lift. We're lifting from the side. Exhale, bring it down. One more time, keep your shoulder planted. It takes work. Exhale, bring your elbow down. Let's place that hand back on our lap. Take a nice, big, expansive breath. Exhaling, let's lift. Draw energy up as we bring our left shoulder forward up to our ear and back and down. So we notice the sensation as we lift the shoulder up. Again, by the end of our day, if we're stressed out and tense, we know we've got our shoulders way up there. Now maybe as we open up the chest, shoulder down, hand on the shoulder, and think about really, close your eyes. Don't let your shoulder lift. Feel it right under your arm on the side body. Exhale, slowly moving with intention, being mindful. Let's do this one more time. Slow and beautiful. Let's bring our hands down. Let's inhale now and clasp our hands behind us, or grab a hold of your strap, or just imagine hugging a beach ball, but it's really much better to be holding on to something. Let's not lock our elbows, but pull your hands away from you a little bit and down. So we really want to feel the chest expanding. Let the pecs open. Big in breath. Exhale, navel in. We'll hinge forward. We don't have to bring our head below our heart. As we come forward, we'll just think about pulling our hands back away from us a little bit more, energizing through the back body. Gently move your head here with all this space in the cervical spine. Let's release and inhale, sit nice and tall. Exhaling now, let's place our hands back on our knees. Let me just check one thing. Talk amongst yourselves. I know you can't. Oops. Let's see. Alrighty. Break's over. Let's stand up. Let's find our mountain stance to start with, establishing that solid foundation. The Pada Bandha is so important. Let's lift our toes and energize our arches. With our toes lifted, let's rock from edge to edge, from pinky toe mound to big toe mound. Really connecting to those corners in our feet. Now let's roll around to the ball of our feet. Heels lift, roll left, heels down, toes lift. Roll around. Let's take it in the other direction. Roll. Oh, it's a little different here. One more time. Yeah. And then relax our toes down, getting some flexibility in our feet right off the bat here. Let's lift up from that crown and relax. Let your chest open. Relax your arms down. Just find a position that feels comfortable. Let's take a nice, slow, sweet breath in, and we'll slowly, gently bend our knees. Circle sweeping energy through the fingertips. Goalpost arms coming right up here. Open up your chest. Again, pull your back of your hands back a little bit. Slide your shoulder blades down and back. It's not a reason to be a hip judder. Let's maintain our alignment, ankles, hips, and shoulders. But we lift the chest. Exhaling, let's circle sweep, slide back to an easy chair. We can bring our hands on the tops of our legs. We want to keep our spine long, navel in as we fill our low back so the tail lengthens, the low back lengthens. Let's begin to warm up. Now don't lift your arms up high, just come to goalpost arms. Exhale, circle sweep. Hands on legs, Anjali Mudra, arms out front. You pick. Now we might extend, but remember, don't let your shoulders lift. Our palms face in here in our extended mountain. Exhale, circle sweep back to your chair today. Open your collarbones. We want a long front spine and a long back spine, at least as long as we can get it today. Press your palms together. Inhale, let's lift. We're going to gently hip hinge, navel in, airplane, reaching the fingertips behind us, palms are down, pull your fingertips away. Feel all that action in your shoulders. Again, here's an opportunity to explore our neck. Let's push into the earth and inhale, come back to your extended mountain. Left hand above the right wrist now. And we don't have to lift up. We can be opening the intercostals by shoulder lifting from hip. Let's open up those intercostals now, everybody. And then keep weight in your right foot and lengthen to the left. Now think about it. Lift through the left side. Don't sink and collapse here. We're creating space. Turn your gaze up to the sky, and on this breath, think of filling your right lung. Exhale, come back, circle sweep back to a chair. Pull your hips, thighs, and knees back. Make sure you see the tips of your toes. Inhale, circle sweep, extended mountain. We're right here, and we can lift that shoulder. Let's bring our right hand above the left wrist. Inhale, now anchor into your left foot. Think of opening your left intercostals. And let's lengthen over to the right. But we're not shifting gears here. We're not letting our weight move to that right leg. Keep it anchored in the left. Let's look up. So turning our left lung up a little bit. Big in breath here. Exhaling, navel in. Let's circle sweep our arms down. Let's roll our shoulders a couple times here. Gently move your head again. Now let's begin some spinal twists. All right, so we're twisting from our chair pose. So again, we find our mountain, but this time let's bring our feet just a little closer together. So it's almost like almost like they say pigeon-toed. Your toes are sort of together. Let's find a little space between our heels and hands to Anjali Mudra. Let's just go into our chair from here. Take a big in breath. Remember, energy in the palms. Feel your chest strengthening. Exhale, hip hinge. Slide your hips back. Pull your knees back. And lift your navel, root your tail. Let's check in. Does your low back feel nice and flat? That's what we're looking for as best as we can today. Let's start right here now by bringing our right hand on the tailbone and inhale, lengthen as we lift. Exhale, pelvic floor and navel lift. Our navel stays looking down at the floor. We're twisting, bringing our left shoulder under the right shoulder's rolling open. So think of it as turning your heart. Left hand on the right leg. On the in-breath, lengthen your left arm now. Lift your chest, find more space. Exhale, navel in. Can we twist this longer spine? Take another big breath here. Think of the length from your tail to your crown. Exhale, release your right hand, come to center. Anjali Mudra. Let's inhale. Maybe we'll find volcano now. Externally rotating our thighs, lifting all of our back muscles up. Exhale, circle sweep back to chair. Pull your hips back. Pull the knees back. Collarbones open, navel lifts, tail roots. Oh, that just feels so good. From here, left hand on our tail. Inhale, look forward and lengthen, lift. Find more space before we even think of twisting. Right hand on the leg. Slowly, we turn our shoulders. Our navel's still straight down to the floor. Our heart turns left. Now inhale, lengthen your right arm. Let it help support your spine going just a touch stronger and longer. Exhale, can we twist a little bit more? Now let's hold here and check in with our breath. Oh, it's not so easy to find that fullness in our breath. Kind of twist, exhale, release, come back to the center, and let's come back up. Let's roll our shoulders a couple times and turn our head, moving into a balanced tree pose. Hands at Anjali Mudra. I'm turning my heater back on. Okay. Tree pose. So we want our wider stance, right? Our hip width stance. Hands at Anjali Mudra, because really this helps with our balance too. Thumbs to the sternum if we're able. Open your collarbones and slide your shoulder blades down. Think of externally rotating your thighs. So as we do that, we feel our thighs and the glutes engaging. We're going to stay nice and tall. Find a drishti, your focal point, and bring all your weight to the right leg without your hip moving over. And let's lift our left heel. Let's pivot the toes in, the knee turns in, and inhale, pivot open. Exhale, pivot in. Inhale. Noticing the sensations that are coming up as we do this gentle move. And then let's bring our heel above our ankle. Now the pelvis, we don't want it getting misaligned, so engage that right leg. Put your hands on your hip bones. Do they feel square, like your pelvis is square to the earth? Because as soon as we load onto one leg, it shifts everything, and we want to support our spine. Hands back to Anjali Mudra. With that newfound alignment, find your drishti. When you're ready, bring your foot up on your leg. We've got to push our leg back into the foot to find that counterbalance, and now we might open to the goalpost arms. Shoulder blades down on our back. Think about your toes anchoring down. Take some deep breaths here. Oh yeah, rooted and grounded. Oh yeah, and step down. Oh, shake that right leg up. All right, coming back to our mountain stance. Pressure in the hands, energize those arms. Slide your shoulder blades down though. We don't want them winging back. That's why this pressure here is helping to hug them on the back. Externally rotate your thighs now. Knees have a softness. Let's load into our left leg and lift our right heel. And spin our toes in the in. And inhale, open up. Exhale, just take your time. Opening up. Pivot. And let's do that one more time. And then we'll turn it open and bring our heel above our ankle bone. And this kickstand is perfectly a wonderful tree pose. Let's bring our hands on the pelvis for a moment. Feel the energy still engaging in that left leg, and just move your pelvis a little bit and find where it feels even to the floor. It's just a little minor detail, but let's find it to strengthen our spine. Hands to Anjali Mudra. When you're ready, maybe we'll put our foot up on our leg today. Find your focal point, keep your jaw relaxed. Find your breath. Inhaling, open your branches. But we're not lifting so high that our shoulders are lifting, okay? So just find what works for you. Use that counter pressure. Energize that left leg. And let's step down and shake our left leg out. Beautiful. Okay. Time for some warriors. Let's get our strap. Alrighty. Let's take it behind our back again. Underneath our armpits. And let's find our wide stance. Remember, typically we're looking for about 4 feet between our legs. When we start out with a much, much, much shorter stance, I mean, unless you're shorter stature, when we come here, It's just, we're not in such good alignment for our body. So let's try to take our feet out, find a happy place, and then spin our right toes to the short edge of our mat. And our left toes come slightly forward too. And then let's pull out on our strap. Pull it as taut as you can without locking your elbows. And then exhale, bend your right knee over your ankle. Feel the strength in your left leg pushing into the pinky toe edge. Inhale, let's lengthen that right leg. Maybe we lift our toes. Bring your foot back down, knee over ankle, and keep that power and energy through your arms. Reversing our warrior, we'll hip hinge forward and reverse. And maybe we readjust our hands on the strap to pull down to the left side, to lift up and open to the right side. Find balance, opening in both directions. Another breath, and let's come back to our warrior two. Hip hinge forward. Reverse again. Lift and open the right side. Exhaling, we'll shift forward. Bring our forearm on our leg. Readjust our hands on the strap and pull that left hand straight up from your shoulder. So really, here we are. Perfect. Shoulder over shoulder. Opening up. Feel that power. Feel the length in the left side of your body. Take a couple breaths here. One more as we exhale. Let's return to warrior two. Let's lengthen our right leg. Inhale, pull out on your strap. Slide your shoulders to the left and open up the right side, reversing triangle. Pull in the opposite directions on your strap. Feel that moving up through the front of your right hip. Keep lifting out of your left low back. Let's not sink back there. And return our arms to that warrior two. Perfect. Relax. Let's roll our shoulders and square our feet up. And let's turn our left foot away. Pinky toe edge lines up with the mat. We'll press our right heel away. And then let's pull out on our strap. Remember, in warrior two, shoulders and hips are facing to the side. Our gaze is to the front. So we pull out on our strap, energize, and bring our left knee over our ankle. Now feel your power here. Lengthen into that right leg. Squeeze from the glute. Press into the pinky toe edge. Inhale, lengthen your left leg. Maybe we lift our toes. It's not necessary. Exhale, bring your foot down back to your warrior two. Hip hinging forward as we reverse our warrior now. Lift through the left hand, pull from the right. Find that space through the whole left side of your body. Feel how powerful you are. You've got this. Exhale back to warrior two. Chest is open, heart open. Inhale, hinge forward. Let's reverse it again. Open and reach. Feel that your left arm is right above your right arm as you pull on your strap. Exhale back to warrior two. Inhale, hinge forward. This time bending our elbow. Or roll the right chest over the left and pull on your strap again. Maybe we needed to move our hands. Keep the left side lifting away from your leg. We're not sinking here. We're finding support, yeah. It's sort of like using a kickstand in tree. Maybe we're not putting all of our weight there. Take another big in breath. Exhale, navel and back to warrior two. Let's lengthen our left leg. Lifting our kneecaps, moving into reverse triangle, shoulders slide back, lengthen to your left side. Pulling in each direction on your strap again. And notice how that affects the depth of that stretch down there in your hip flexors. Opening up, big breath in, exhale, warrior two arms. And let's step back in. Let's shake our hands out like you've got water on your fingers. Interlace your fingers and press out. Alrighty, moving on with balance. So we can put our straps away and get your blocks. So if you've got long legs, you might want 2 or 3 blocks or books or something to help bring the earth up to you. Because longer legs are stronger legs. So if we're in a position and we have a big bend in our leg, it's not using the muscles as completely as if the muscles got to be a little longer and stronger. Of course, once again, we don't want to lock our knee. Let's move into triangle. So we started our mountain stance and we step our left foot back just a little ways. So not even halfway back to where you would be in a warrior. Our right toes, pinky toes lined up with the short, long edge of our mat. Our left toes are slightly towards the left corner of our mat, the left front corner. And again, there's space between our legs. It's like we're on 3 planks of wood and there's a plank between our feet. Now inhale, stand tall. As we come here in a nice tall position, we might notice what's happening here in our pelvis because that's how aware we are. So we'll slowly slide our right hip back, bringing the left hip forward. As the left hip comes forward, we've got to engage the glute. So let's stand tall here. Pelvis, chest all forward. Exhale, navel in, hinge from your hip crease. Put your block in your left hand and let's see if we can put it on the floor. Maybe we're putting it on top of another block. Let's take our right hand on the pelvis. Gently move your pelvis to find it even and then lengthen your spine and bring your right arm out next to your ear. Exhale, hand to your shin. We might fold forward, we might stay right where we are. Take a big breath, bend your right knee over your ankle, lift your long spine up, and let's come back up. Nice. Well, moving to the other side. We start at the top of our mat. We step our right foot back just a ways. Check your foot placement. Make sure there's space. We're not in that heel to arch alignment. Again, standing tall. Remember, we're lifting from the waist up. We're sinking from the hips down. Slide your left hip back. Right hip comes forward. Oh, I just got a little release there. So we feel this squeeze and engagement right side. We'll keep our block in our right hand as we begin to hinge over. Just imagine that there's a fence right here. And then put your hand down, use your block and Papa Bear. Left hand on the hips now and gently move your pelvis. Find them square. We might stay right here or exhale, fold over our left leg a little bit, whatever feels better to you. Let's bend our right knee over. Oh no, hold here and extend your left arm up next to your ear. I almost forgot our core challenge. Exhale, hand down now. Bend your knees and let's come back up. And let's step back in. Alrighty. So now, we'll put that down. Let's lie down prone. So we'll lie down on our belly. And once again, up dog is actually a gentler stretch than cobra. So we'll start with our up dog. If we can, we bring our third eye to the mat and place our hands next to our chest, down below our armpits. Let's take a big in breath. Really feel the expansion. Be here with this breath. Let your body open. Exhaling, root and navel engage. Let's engage the glutes and imprint our pelvis. So we pull the shoulders away from our ears as our elbows hug in. And inhale, slowly lift your head. Begin to look your head forward. Look your head forward. Look forward. Lift your chest a little bit. So try not to be using your hands. You might even lift your hands off the floor. We're using all those front core muscles to open up the back. Now let's press them firmly into our hands and lift slowly up. Let your hips be heavy. We want our wrists under our elbows, under our shoulders, basically. Very heavy hips. Lifting and lengthening through the spine. Let's take a look to the right and relax our chin down. Gently rock your head here very easily. Lift up, let's gently look left and gently rock our head. Let's come back to the center and look up. Exhale, let's take a slow wave down. And then we'll come to that cobra, bringing fingertips in front of shoulders, third eye on the earth. Take a nice full breath in again to prepare. Get oxygen into every cell, all the way down to the tips of your toes. Exhale, draw that power from your deep core muscles. Imprint your pelvis as you engage the glutes and float your upper and lower body now. Now this time our gaze is straight down. We're lengthening through our neck. In fact, we're lengthening from the tips of our toes to the crown. We have the option to extend our arms out to the sides. If you want more of a challenge, you don't have to do that. We might even reach our hands back towards our toes, feeling our heart lifting a little more. Again, neutral neck, we're looking down. Reach through your toes, reach through your fingertips. Find a big breath here. As we exhale, let's come forward, stack one forearm on top of the other. Rest your head down and let's lift our feet. And let's gently rock our feet side to side. Just take your time. Let your pelvis rock. Let your ribs open up. Let's pause in the center and turn our toes in, our heels turn out. Let's just find 3 slow, deep breaths here. And let's make our exhalation longer than the in-breath. Hear that whisper breath on the in-breath, a little whisper in the back of your throat. Hear the whisper on the out-breath as we let go. Now when you're ready, let's slowly move on to our back again. Let's bend our knees and find our feet on the floor. Let's just do a few abdominal movements, a few little crunches. We'll bring our fingertips behind our head and let our elbows open up. The most important thing here is to think about keeping the elbows wide. They want to come in for some reason. And letting our head rest in our hands, not pulling on our head, but letting it be supported. We have a neutral low back here because our feet are on the floor. So let's take that nice full inhalation. Exhaling, root and navel engage, and we lift our chest, looking straight above us. Open those elbows a little more. Notice how they came in. Inhale, come down just maybe 1 or 2 vertebrae. Exhale, navel, and let's lift. Elbows wide. Try not to be reaching up with your chin. We can just gently pulse here, thinking of your navel, your ribs all hugging in on that out breath. Let's do 4 more, slow and controlled. Two more. You're doing great. And 1 more time. Hold it. And let's slowly release down. Let's rock our head from side to side. Now let's bring our right ankle up above our knee if we can. And we'll take our right hand to the inner thigh, not our knee, and help to open up our hip. Just pause here. Breathe, both sides of your pelvis anchored down. And then let's bring our right hand down and very slowly bring the outside edge of our left leg to the mat. Allow your right foot to come down and then gently relax your right leg. Let it get heavy as your knee yearns towards the earth. We'll try to keep our right shoulder down as we take our gaze to the right. Let's take a couple deep breaths here. Oh, breathing in these deep twists. What a gift. Expanding and letting go. Accessing the ganglion, those deep, deep, deep muscles in our body. Ones that connect these outer muscles and bones to the spine. Let's look back up and slowly bring our legs back up. And then let's put our right foot down. And we'll draw the left knee in and bring that ankle above the other knee. Left hand on our inner thigh as we assist this hip to just gently open a little more. Just breathing here, hips heavy. And then let's place our left hand on the earth and slowly roll to the outside edge of our right leg. Left foot coming to the earth. Let's let our left knee get heavy and take our gaze over to the left. Left shoulder, left arm heavy. Let's find our breath. Try to relax your right hip and your thighs. Just soften. Now let's look back up and slowly come back up and draw the knees into chest, hands behind them, and let's gently rock and massage our back body. Let's put our feet on the earth and open up to butterfly now. Bringing the pads of the feet together, opening up our knees. Let's bring our thumbs and our pointer fingers together and form that triangle, or actually it's more like a diamond, and surround our navel with the warmth and the positive energy of the Hasta Bandha. Loving and compassionate, let our shoulders get heavy as we gently caress the belly brain. And again, modern medicine has taught us that this brain we have in our belly overrides the one we have up in our head. Our belly tells us when things aren't right. It tells us just when things are not okay. So we love the belly, loving our abdomen, keeping our jaw relaxed. Let's begin to soften our face. And then gently bring your legs back together. And do anything you need to do to complete your practice and prepare for Shavasana. Coming to a nice, comfortable place. Coming to stillness, not running from stillness, but embracing the opportunity to heal, to find stillness in mind, body, and spirit, which allows us to absorb all the wonderful qualities our yoga practice offered to us today as we just let go, as we get heavier and heavier, finding a position that feels exactly right to you today. Staying right here, right now. Breathing. Noticing. Letting go of fear and frustration. Letting go of anything that's not our breath right now. Just coming home. Coming back to stillness. Coming back to the earth, feeling connected, feeling comforted, finding ease in this moment as we softly release our face, as we softly let go of the scalp, releasing, letting go of negativity, tension, letting go of stress, being here in this moment. letting go of those crazy monkeys that jump around in our minds, and especially this time of year. Let go of your to-do list or your nothing to do list and be here. Shanti Om, 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 Om Shanti Om, Shanti Om, Shanti Om, Shanti Om. I am happy. I am in this moment. Shanti Om, peace, divine love, opening up to that divine intelligence we all possess. Om, another word for all that has been, all that is, and all that will be. God, or your divine Spirit, grateful, peace, Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. I am peace. I am peace. I am unconditional love. I am enough, just the way I am. Perfect, whole, and complete in this moment. I am. That's all we really need to know. I am. I am a divine being. I vibrate healing, energy, compassion, and love. We set the tone of our vibration. We're like the thermostat. We set the temperature rather than being a thermometer which measures the temperature. I am enough. I am peace. I am love. I am happy. I am grateful. I am light and love. Om Shanti Om, Shanti Om, Shanti Om, Shanti Om, Shanti Om, Shanti Om, Shanti Om. As I fill with peace, I send peace out to the world. I send the vibration of healing, loving, compassionate energy to all beings everywhere. From this place of peace, from this place of stillness, Let's bring our awareness back to the moment, back to our breath. Beginning to increase the depth of our breath. Let's gently begin to move our bodies, lengthening, extending, opening. Perhaps we gently rock on the back body, moving to fetal position. And then let's slowly push ourselves up to our easy seat. Let's sit here nice and tall, hands at Anjali Mudra, and connect to the light of our heart and find a humble bow. And just think about sending that light to my sister Anita, who went to the hospital today. Send her light, send her love, send her healing energy. Thank you for joining me this morning. I bow to your infinite wisdom. Namaste.